Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So I'd like to thank everyone for their support on the reaction to The Emptiness Machine. It was absolutely insane, and I thank everyone. Such good support out there for Linkin right now, and we've got to keep this ball rolling, man, because they're sounding good. They're sounding amazing. And a few people asked the question to me, would I do a reaction of the live stream that they did, the very early one, when they mentioned that they were going to release the album. And to be honest, I listened to that and I honestly thought there was something wrong with that live stream, with the way that they released it. I felt like they didn't record it properly. It felt really messy to me, and I think this is what has caused a bit of confusion, especially with Emily, to be honest, because a lot of people were saying that she sounded terrible, that she was missing notes, that she stopped singing when it got hard, and all these bits and pieces. And to be honest, I listened to that live stream and I was like, this is not a very good depiction of how good she is. That was my thought. And as I just kept listening to it, I was like, you know what? I can hear the potential. And yeah, so I really think that the live stream did not do her justice and probably put a bit of a dampener on how good she really was. I remember listening to it all the way through and I thought that was a little bit rough, to be honest. I didn't think that was that good. But yeah, I thought there was definitely massive potential there for sure. And then when I could not believe actually that 3 days later they were doing a concert. 3 days later. Like, that's insane. It felt like 3 days. I don't know how quick it was. It could have been a week. My days go pretty fast. But it just felt like, bang, now there's a concert. Like, are you serious? That's insane. So it was so good just to hear the songs again. And this time, from the YouTube videos that I've watched of the concert, even the most roughest of recordings from mobile phones sound pretty good. Sound more like what I would think. Now, obviously, she must have been nervous. First time out in front of people, in front of Linkin, with a lot of expectations and this and that, which I believe are a little bit unhelpful. But yeah, like, you hear her in the concert versus the live stream and it sounds like two totally different people. That's what's crazy about it. So I honestly think that they pushed that live stream out too quickly and they didn't fully listen to it correctly. It wasn't very well produced and pretty much pumped out really quick to just get it out there. But they really should have waited, and because you could see that Linkin even released edited videos, or not edited, but properly recorded videos of the individual tracks, which sounded much better. So I think they realized that there was something wrong with the live stream, and that's really unfortunate. But over time, this won't even matter. People forget about things this quickly that it'll be over in no time. And then when she proves herself, which she kind of already has, almost, with the latest concert at the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, that was just amazing, guys. I'm telling you, it was amazing. You're talking about 27 tracks, 2 hours, 2 and something hours of just awesome music, from some of their latest stuff to their newer stuff. Man, I still get goosebumps just talking about it. And like, when the concert started, man, and I was watching it at like Australia time, so it was almost when it got released, a few people just pre-released it after they almost recorded the whole thing on their phones, which was insane. Or something. I don't know how they did it. And the first 4 songs of the concert were almost some of my all-time favorites of Linkin Park. Somewhere I Belong, great start. Crawling, second track in, banger. Lying From You, and then Points of Authority, which I haven't heard in such a long time, which is one of my favorites of Hybrid Theory. I was like, oh, this is going to be unbelievable. They've started with four of my favorite songs, and we're only 4 songs in of 27, mind you. And then obviously there was New Divide. I'll put the set list up. Amazing set list. And when you've got like 8 albums to feed off, and you can pick some of the best songs and just throw them into amazing set list for a concert. And I wish this concert was coming to Australia, man. I would be there. And I know it's a long way to come and pretty hard, difficult to set up. But yeah, absolutely amazing. I hope they bring their new album our way. But then they kicked off with the Emptiness Machine. And what was amazing to me was how many people already knew the words, and the song's only been out like 3 days. That just shows like how many people are listening and how many people are enjoying it and listening to it over and over and over again, and they're digging it and they're back. You know, that was just nuts to me. Waiting for the End was absolutely unbelievable. There was times within some of these songs where I heard Shinoda say afterwards that Emily she stopped singing, and it was due to emotion. Like, she looked at him a couple of times and she's just like, it was just too much for her. And for me, that really like sums it up. That really sums it up for me, is to be like, this is too much. She's just happy and probably sad and probably amazed and probably on top of the world, and probably everything all at once, that she can't believe she's in this situation, that she has the ability to sing in one of her favorite artists ever. Like she said it herself. When she started in a band, she was listening to Linkin Park and she was like, I want to do that. I literally want to do that. I want to be that person singing when she heard Chester. And now she is. I mean, talk about talking things into existence. That's just ridiculous and amazing and awesome. So, man, Waiting for the End was absolutely bonkers. Castle of Glass was amazing. Lost in the Echo was great. Given Up, that was a big challenge for M and to hear her, and the band did such a good job, man. Even the newcomers, insane, absolutely insane job. And it honestly sounded so good. It was so good, and even the crowd were just loving the fact that Linkin is back and they're out here in front of us. Like, I wish I was there. I wish it. Then we had One Step Closer, which was good. Lost, a short version of Lost. If you haven't heard that, go and listen to it right now, because it only went for like 2 minutes, if that, but it was literally just Emily and Mike on stage and a piano, and you could actually hear her ability to sing, which was bonkers, which was so good. And then she sounds good. We need that track. We need that track in long form. We need to hear it again. And that this song was tough for a lot of people because it was an unreleased track. I believe Chester wrote it, but never sung it, and it never got placed on an album. And even though Chester never sang that song, a few people were upset because it never got released, so Emily shouldn't be singing it. But there's not comparisons here, guys, I'm telling you. It's not a comparison race. It's not A against B, I'm telling you. It's just the ability to be grateful for the past and to experience these songs again. We should be grateful for that. But Lost was amazing. Breaking the Habit was sensational. And Emily sounded great in that, but the band sounded great in that. And I love that song. It's so good to hear it again. What I've Done, amazing. Leave Out All the Rest was just, that was emotional for me. Leaving Out All the Rest was emotional, I must say. Because, I don't know if Chester wrote that song, but Leave Out All the Rest is a pretty emotional song. And it feels like it's directed for Chester. But I was just happy to hear it again. I was so happy to hear that. My December was one of my favorites as well. Amazing song, and so good to hear it just slow down a little bit just to hear it again. It was amazing. Then you had Numb. Numb was a little bit average for me, I thought, but you know, can't win them all. Out of 27 songs, mind you, like new band, new group, they've been working together, but they come out and do 26 old songs and one new song. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. And they did such a good job, considering that would not have been easy to do. In the end, was amazing. Faint. How good is Faint? Tested Emily. Was good. It was good. Paper Cut. How good is Paper Cut? And Keys to the Kingdom. Keys to the Kingdom. I haven't heard that in such a long time. And when the song started, I was like, what is this song? I was trying to remember it. And it was absolutely mental. Like, that was screamed out, man. That was screamed out. That Tested Emily. She was awesome once again. And then Bleed It Out. Great way to end a massive set list. And like a pretty powerful way to end with those two tracks. And Paper Cut and Faint. 4 massive tracks all in one go. And one thing I really loved about the concert itself was Mike getting more involved in singing. He feels real comfortable out there, I can tell you, and he was loving it, man. The smile on his face. He'd been waiting for this opportunity for a very long time, and he probably never knew that this was going to come. He never knew, and it was just like he was a kid in a candy shop that night, and you could feel the energy coming off him. Like, he wanted to sing every line of every song, man. He was just going absolutely mental. And good on him, man, because he's been through some hard times. You know, he's had to make do when it all stopped. He had to keep going. He had to recreate himself as a single singer. He had to do a lot of things that, you know, he probably never thought he would have to do. Yeah, he's a survivor, that dude, and he can make anything happen. One of the best collaborators, like I've said, of any artist. And he can do so much, man. He's a powerful, powerful guy. Respect him. 100% respect for Mike. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown of what I thought about the most recent concert and the previous live stream, and just where my head is at right now, because so happy to have him back. It's still unbelievable to me, and I'll continue to be listening to this live stream. I hope they bring out an actual official live stream. It might be already out by now. Hope it's better than the last live stream. But yeah, this concert proves to me that, like, Emily's got what it takes, and it was respectful, I thought, to Chester, 100%. There's been nothing untoward so far, and yeah, like, I've got a lot of respect for that. And I just want to touch on, like, a lot of people I see on social media have been absolute bullies, like pulling up people's past and then attacking them with it. You know what? People make mistakes. I mean, we all make mistakes. There's no doubt about that. If you dig into anyone's past, you will find mistakes, right? And to bring that up, and I know it's colourful, but to bring that up and then throw it in people's faces all the time is extremely disrespectful. And I mean, I think that goes against what Chester was about, to be honest. He understood mental illness. He was going through it himself. And to go out there and then just start throwing people's past in other people's faces because you don't like something, it's extremely disrespectful. And I'm not for that whatsoever, but I just thought I'd let you know my feelings, and I'm happy they're back. You know, we all have a past that when we all make mistakes, you know, we learn to be better next time. So anyway, guys, I love it. Sorry to end on a sad note, but Linkin Park are back, baby. Let's get excited. New album, I can't wait. And I'm just hoping that it absolutely smashes it out of the park, and it's unbelievable. Yeah, it's all looking good so far. So thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it. Have a excellent day, evening, wherever you are. Excuse me. And I love you guys. Like and subscribe if you wish. Peace.